Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. So I had a friend come back from vacation and I felt like she lost a few degrees of her postural alignment just from traveling so much, being on her phone, being on the computer. So I thought this is a great opportunity to give you a little basic back extension session. This is something you can add to your mat class, you can do it at the gym, you can do it at home, you can do it just about anywhere. But it's a really nice, gentle way to kind of open up the posture, stretch out the anterior line of the body, and get those back extensors fired up and working. So just maybe 5-10 minutes of a little back extension together. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for being here. Okay, here we go. Start yourself in a nice seated position, wherever you're comfortable. You can do this on the beach, you can do it in the airport, you can do it at home, you can do it at your gym, doesn't matter where. Grab a hold of your ankles, pull your heels gently into your sits bones and let your knees just kind of reach out towards the side. And what I'm doing is I'm actively grabbing my ankles and just kind of allowing that back to find a nice long postural line. I'm going to take a breath in and a breath out. Keep your shoulders, scapula in a nice alignment, nice neutral position, not protracted, not retracted, not elevated, not depressed, just a nice neutral scapula position. Inhale and exhale. Take a breath in. As you exhale, draw your navel into your spine, kind of finding that nice secure core. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, allow your back to just flex gently. Keeping your shoulders above your hips, kind of allow that gentle rounding of the spine, kind of an active C curve, not sinking, but just kind of dropping gently into it. Breathe in. And as you exhale, we're going to lift up. And we're very gently going to extend our back and look at an upward gaze, not up at the sky, but in an upward gaze. Breathe in, and then exhale back into flexion. Again, keeping your shoulders above your hips, just kind of allow that back to sink and melt behind you. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to come up, and again, secure your core as the upper thoracic spine extends gently and your gaze kind of goes in an upward direction. Your eyes draw to an upward direction. Inhale and exhale back into flexion. That's all we're going to start with. We're going to do about 4, 5, or 6 of those. Breathe in and exhale out. Follow along with me. Feel all the back extensors from your tailbone reaching up through to your upper back, through to your neck, gently extending, always keeping the head in line with the spine. As you exhale, you go into flexion. Inhale at the bottom and exhale up. Gently extending. Now as you start to warm up and feel more comfortable, if you want to extend your back a little further, pulling your shoulders back a little more, you can, but don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Exhale to flexion. Allowing your back to melt behind you. Inhale and exhale as you extend. Gentle activation of all those posterior muscles along your spine. And back to neutral. From neutral, we're just going to draw forward slightly with our fingers. Draw a circle around your body, fingers facing backwards. Push on the mat or the floor a little bit and extend a little deeper into extension. Pull those shoulders back, not pinching them together, but just gently adducting and retracting gently. Then exhale forward, drawing your fingertips forward, kind of making that circle around your body. Inhale, exhale back. Grab a hold of the floor or the mat, wherever you're at. Gently retract the shoulder blades, extend extend a little higher, looking more towards the sky than that forward position. And then exhale. It's kind of like doing a seated cat-cow stretch. Gentle flexion, gentle extension. Oh, it feels so good. We're going to come back to neutral. Keep your left hand on your left shin. Take your right hand forward. We bring the right arm up. We go into lateral flexion. We extend gently. Go back to lateral. Go back to upright. Drop the hand. Take the opposite hand forward. Your left hand forward. Your right hand goes on your shin. Reach the arm up. Go into gentle lateral flexion. Gentle extension, back to lateral, back to upright. So we're just kind of moving the spine a little bit. These are not big movements. These are gentle movements just occurring with core control, occurring from the back extensors. Right hand is forward. We raise the arm. We go into lateral flexion. Gentle extension. Back to lateral flexion, back to upright, drop the hand. Let's do one more, each side. Actually, we started on that side, so we're continuing this one. Lateral, extension, lateral, upright, and down. I can see out of the corner of my eye, my wonderful instructor Jan is behind me doing this with me. Thanks, Jan. Let's do one more set each side. Right arm up, gentle lateral flexion, gentle extension, back to lateral, back to upright, drop the hand, opposite arm comes up, lateral flexion, gentle extension, back to lateral, back to upright, drop the hand. Allow your body to just gently reach forward and back to that nice high seated position. This is one of my favorite stretches. If you can do it with me, do it with me. Take your right heel in towards your sits bone. This is not extension, but it helps stretch and loosen up all the muscles to allow that back to extend a little deeper. So your left foot will either come up on top of your leg here, or you can put it down here depending on your flexibility. Don't overdo it. This is perfectly acceptable here. Wherever you can get your foot, draw into that position and let your body just kind of sink down. Your body weight will just kind of gently manage the stretch. If you can get down to your elbows, great. If you can't, if you want to get to here, wherever's best for you, please honor your body, don't overdo it. Gentle stretch and flexion. This will be a stretch mostly on the left side glute, glute med, glute max, a little bit of your QL. Hold it for a moment and lift back up. Find that nice posture line, give yourself a little extension, and then back to neutral. Switch legs. So again, if it's in front, depending on your flexibility, that's fine. If it's up top, you get a little more of a stretch, feels nice. Gently reach forward, start to reach your elbows down, and allow your body, just your body weight to kind of flex and draw you into the stretch. Hold it for 3 to 5 breaths. And then we slowly reach up. Grab your knees, give yourself a little extension, open your shoulders up, and then back to neutral. So from this position, let's go to a quadruped position where we go to our hands and knees. Your shoulders should be directly above your wrists and your knees directly below your hips. And we're just going to do a little cat stretch. In BASI, I love the way they do their cat stretch. We do our cat stretch by going into lumbar flexion, and then the rest of the back kind of adapts to that flexion. So it's not just coming from the shoulders and the mid-back, it's coming from the low back, and then the back kind of adapting to that line. Then you keep this still and just think of upper thoracic extension, almost as if you're just kind of pushing your chest forward. You're not sinking. You don't want to let that hyperlordosis come into play. You keep that still and just extend that upper thoracic spine. Let's go back through to neutral. From neutral, lumbar flexion, and then the rest of the back falls into that nice little cat stretch. And then we roll through, keeping the low back still, opening up that chest, extending that thoracic upper back, that thoracic spine, keeping the head in line with the spine. Go through to neutral, lumbar flexion, let the back adapt. Through to neutral, upper thoracic extension, and back. You can just kind of feel those upper extensors activating, the core staying still and reaching through. And you can do as many of those as you want. I'll do one more or two more with you. Let's do this together. Inhale, in neutral. Exhale to flexion. Inhale through neutral and extend. Let's do another one. Exhale to flexion. I feel like I'm loosening up with each repetition. And then extend. Walk your knees forward. Bring yourself to an upright kneeling position. If this is okay for your knees, if this isn't okay for your knees, then I would just recommend sitting or dropping out of this one. We're going to take our knuckles back and just open our chest and look up towards the ceiling, pulling the belly button in and back to neutral. Bring your hands forward, gentle lumbar flexion. Again, we're doing basically the same thing, but we're doing it in an upright position, kind of allowing our neural pathways to see what this feels like in upward posture. And neutral, arms forward, lumbar flexion. Neutral, upper thoracic extension. And neutral. Go back to your hands and knees. We're going to take our left arm out, face your palm in, take your opposite leg out. I'm going to move forward a tad. I'm going to fall off the mat here. There we go. So from here to here, point. Keep this nice alignment. Rise the arm and the leg with a little bit of extension, just a little bit, and drop. So arm and leg first, then extend, then neutral, then drop. Arm and leg first, extend, neutral, drop. Arm and leg first, extend, neutral, drop. 4 on that side, we'll do 4 on the other side. You can do 4, 5, 6, 8 if you like. It's entirely up to you. You can pause the video right now, do a few more, and then come back into it with me. Out with the arm, out with the leg. Arm and leg first, little extension added to it. Neutral, drop the arm and leg. So from here, it's just the shoulder joint and hip joint. Then the spine gets involved, then back and down. Arm and leg, extend, neutral, leg and arm. One more, arm and leg, extend, neutral, drop. Nice little stretch. Hands down, nice little extension. If you have a comfortable place to lie on your stomach, a nice mat or a beach or grass or something, go ahead. If you're in an airport or something, I wouldn't recommend lying on the floor. Entirely up to you. We're going to do the first phase of swan dive prep. So your hands will go under your shoulders. Legs are a couple inches apart here. Parallel. Relaxed, not flexed. Relaxed, or I should say extended, but relaxed. Elbows tight to your ribs. Nose hovering above the mat. Press through your elbows and forearms, extending your upper back, looking forward. This is relaxed. Your lower body's relaxed. Your upper body's doing some gentle extension and down. And that's all we're going to do today. Inhale, extend, kind of opening that chest, keeping those shoulders in a neutral position, head in line with the spine. Exhale, down. Inhale, extend, exhale, down. Inhale. Feel that upper thoracic extension. Feel those upper extensors. Your lumbar is going to work a little bit here. It'll work, but you don't want to force it into too much work. It's already strong and tight usually. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Go into a rest position. Bring your knees in. Give your arms a stretch. Let that back stretch. Always finish off some flexion exercises with a little bit of, extension exercises with a little bit of flexion. That back stretch a little bit. And that should really just kind of open that posture up and give you a nice good feeling of upper length, postural strength, and anterior stretch. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for being here. Hey guys, thanks so much for being here and being a part of the Pilates Life Channel. I love having you. I love sharing this work with you. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button above and become a part of the Pilates Life Channel. Thanks so much for being here. Be kind and have a great day.